Hello, it's Magic Monday Live, 12 o'clock on Monday, the 23rd of May. Can you believe it? Of course you can. I always say, can you believe it? And of course, everybody can believe it. It's the date. The date don't lie. We're nearly halfway through the year. It's going to be strange, isn't it? End of June. January, February, March, April, May, June. End of June, halfway through the year. What a year. What a year it's been. I've had a great weekend. I'm going to share with you what I did. Big fat Greek wedding. Yes! I'm going to show you some pictures. I'm going to talk about planned fun. Most importantly, I'll read your comments as well. So any comment that you might have, just say hello in the chat. Let us know who you are, where you're watching from, all that good stuff. That'll be brilliant. In the meantime, let's do this. It's the start of the week.
Grab your coffee cups. It's Magic Monday Live.
Bring. Okay, so planned fun. I wrote a newsletter on Thursday, and it basically talked about the importance of taking your fun seriously, planning things. And of course, as I always do, I ask for people's comments. Should you plan your fun? Should you plan what you're going to do? If you're going to have a plan to have a good time and organize things to have a good time. And a load of people said, oh no, you can't plan to have fun like that. You can't do that. Rubbish. Rubbish. All the best stuff is planned, and I'm going to prove it to you by telling you what happened this last week. So first of all, on Friday, Christy and I got the train down to London, and I booked the train tickets literally the day that I could. I think you have to do them 3 months in advance or something. The day that I could book the tickets, I booked them. And I'm really pleased I did, because at Newcastle Central Station, about 300 Sunderland supporters got on the train, many of them who hadn't booked tickets, many of them complaining about the fact there was no seats. What you got to do? So I'm sat there with Christine in our nice comfy seats, everything perfect, saying, first of all, aren't you pleased that we booked these seats? And aren't you pleased that we booked such good seats, kind of out the way of other people? not that we're anti-social. We just don't like to sit at the fore when the train's packed. So we sat in a little corner out the way, just the two of us. That was nice. Then we got to the hotel, and I had double confirmed the hotel room. And we've stayed at this hotel a few times before, and I knew exactly what type of room I want. And I got there, and they put us into a room, and it wasn't the type of room that I wanted. But I had a written confirmation of the room that we did want, and we didn't want one on the road. We wanted one on what's called the courtyard side. So we managed to go back to reception, said we need one on the courtyard side. Don't worry, we're moving. They moved us again. Wrong type of room again. I was like, okay. I've got this here, confirmation. Well, we're going to see what we can do. And she went, oh, yeah, you do have a confirmation that you definitely want a courtyard room. We'll have to upgrade you. Fun. So we did that. Then we went out for a meal, and we walked to a restaurant called Bambumu. Oh, what was it called? I'll have to look this up now, because this is bad when I haven't exactly. Okay. It was called Bubala, 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 Bubala. And they'd just been on the week before on one of those Saturday morning programs with the where they have chefs. I can't remember the name. They're what they're called, chefs. And we'd managed to book a table, of course, because I booked this away in advance, and we got 2 great seats, and they are now completely full. Completely full. I mean, you can get like mad tables at 9:45 at night on a Tuesday and stuff like that. But all the popular times, like a Friday night at 6:30, which is the time that we wanted to go, completely full. And we had the most brilliant meal. It was phenomenal. Absolutely out. If you want, it was vegan. It was 9 courses. It was outstanding. Everything was sharing. It was absolutely superb. So we did that. back to the hotel, we met some friends of ours because we were going to a wedding. So we met the father of the bride and we had a lovely time with them. And because we kind of knew the area, we knew where to go for a drink. So that was good. And then the next morning, we went out for a lovely walk. And I said to Christine, we're going to go for a walk. We're over in the city area. We're going to go to Finsbury Square. So we walked over to Finsbury Square and we got there. And if you've ever been to Finsbury Square, it's right in the middle of the city. And it's this lovely square with a nice park in the middle. And we got there and there's rubbish all over the place. And then we're like, oh man, there's been a crash. And there's these two cars that have smashed into each other and all that. And then I looked kind of around the corner and on the pavement, there was these huge like lumps as if the side of the building had fallen down. And then we saw the lights and then the trucks. And then we realized they were filming. And so we watched them filming for a little bit and said to one of the security people, said, what is it you're shooting? So I'm not allowed to say. Well, I like the second question. I said, well, if you could tell me, what would it be? And he said, all I can do is give you a plot summation. So he gave me a summation of the plot. And I don't know what it is, but basically, this is how he described it. It's a second series of a streamed action adventure series, and it's young kids who are saving the world. I don't know what it is. If you know what it is, put me in the comments because I would love to know what it might have been. Anyway, watched that for a little while. That was great. Then we found this fantastic place to go and have a little glass of champagne. And then we went to the wedding. Now, this wedding was absolutely brilliant. Undoubtedly if it's not the best wedding I've ever been to, it's definitely in the top 3. And I include mine in that. Everything was brilliantly organized. So it was Holly and Dimitri were married. Dimitri's family are Greek. So it was a big, fat Greek wedding. If you've been to a Greek wedding, you will know that they are phenomenal. I know that now because I've now been to a Greek wedding. Everything was fun. Everything was organized fun. Right from the minute we got there, everybody had drinks. Everybody had, just brilliant stuff. The person that already had their ceremony in a Greek Orthodox church, they did another ceremony with a humanist celebrant, and she was superb. And she'd planned and she'd had separate interviews and separate chats with Dimitri and with Holly. And then when she did her bit, it was really good. She was one of the best, probably the best person I've ever seen conducting a wedding. It was great. And they had a newspaper, and it was the Best of Our Times newspaper with pictures of Holly and Dimitri and little puzzles and things to do. So there was just like loads happening all the time. And then we went back and then we had lovely canapes and we had more champagne and went and got my photograph taken outside. I'm going to show you the picture here because here we are. This is me and Mrs. H. There we go. That's us. We scrub up all right, don't we? Yeah. So there we are. That's us having our little glass of something, and it's an old brewery. So that's like the courtyard at the back of the old brewery where we had the reception. Not we had the reception; they had the reception. But then everybody went into the main room, and everybody was invited onto the dance floor, and everybody did Greek dancing before dinner. How good is that? I love that. So the atmosphere, the energy, the passion was just sky high before we even started. And then everybody sat down, and then the way they did the drinks was brilliant as well. They just put bottles of gin and bottles of vodka and bottles of whatever, rum or whatever, on your table, and you just helped yourself. So it was quick. There was none of this, I'm going to the bar, do you want anything? Everything was just done really, really, really well. And the speeches were sensational. And then everybody starts doing their dancing again. So it was, that was superb. All Greek dancing most of the night, and then a DJ on later on, but mostly Greek dancing. And at the very end, everybody's doing the big thing where you do all the dips like Zorba, doing all that type of stuff. It was superb. And then the other thing that they did, which I've heard about, but I've never seen it before. I'm going to share a picture of this because this is absolutely fantastic. Was they did the money dance. Now, the money dance, look at this. So you pin money onto the bride and groom. And this is what they did. They said, look, rather than pinning onto my beautiful dress, they wore these big, thick sashes and ribbons, and you pinned onto there. And they gave you all the pins, and they gave you tape, and they gave you absolutely everything that you would need to be able to create these wonderful, money I don't know what you would describe, money sashes, money things or whatever. And people were sticking money on them all over, and the music's playing and doing all this stuff. Planned. Absolutely planned. See, Holly had sent out messages to everybody. They had a web page. They had all the details. They had every single piece of information. And it meant that nobody was going, what's happening next? Because everybody knew. Planned fun. Come on, people. Fun should be planned. You have the best time when everything's planned. It was great. It was brilliant. And then when we came home, we had lovely seats again. And we had loads of Sunderland fans who were celebrating because they'd been promoted just to the championship. But, you know. And we had a great time on the train going home, and then we had a car to pick us up at the other end. Everything was perfect. Planned fun. Are you up for planned fun? Should we see who's here? Let's have a look at the comments. So, first in today was the wonderful Fiona Georgie Miles. Good morning. It's Fifi from Salford. Had a fabby weekend too. I'm delighted to hear that. Steve here. Happy Monday. Hello, Steve. Good to see you. Steve Scott. Hello, Michael from Hailsham. It's in East Sussex. And there's Dave Rogers from the world of LinkedIn. He'll be at work, you see. He'll be doing business. Hello from Finch Hampstead. Hello, Diane. Lovely to see you. And hello from Surrey, Facebook user. And hi from Gateshead. There's Leslie. Good to see you too. Saturday Kitchen. That was the one. Saturday Kitchen. Brilliant. Love Saturday Kitchen. Yeah, it was good fun. Hello from Wheatley, KC. Good to see you. Sounds like you had a memorable May weekend. Yes. Definitely did. Thank you, Steve. I'm loving all the stuff you're doing about helping people share memory things. Late join. Just figured out you're talking about London. I am talking about going to that there London. We've been traveling. That's fun watching anything like being filmed. It was great. Gorgeous. Yes. Fabulous. Yes. Beautiful couple. Oh, this is the picture of us. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Should I just share it again, just in case you haven't seen? It was so good. There we go. That's us. Beautiful couple. Yay. Gorgeous. Yay. Fabulous. Yay. Oh, it was fun. Right. What else have we got? There's Stephanie saying hello. Sorry, that was Diane saying there, and that was Leslie saying that one there. Yes. Love it. There's Sarah McGough. Howdy from Hove. Hello, Sarah. Lovely to see you. Went to a wedding in Cyprus, and they did a similar thing with the money. It was Greek Cyprus. It was Greek Cyprus. Yes. Could be the next who's Alex Ryder. That could be it. Mickey Heps. Let's find out. Hi from Manchester. Hello. And there's David Bailey saying hi from Derby. We were in London on Saturday. Well, yeah, man, you should have said, David. We've got a drink. Planning for a 30th wedding anniversary in Cornwall. Get in. Diane, plan it. Planned fun. It's all about planned fun. Hi, Michael and guys of Write That Book. Hello. Hello, people who are here from Write That Book. I bought my Write That Book t-shirt because I've been doing some filming this morning. I'm doing some more filming this afternoon for Write That Book. We are having the best Write That Book masterclass, by the way. If you want to do the next one, I haven't made a commitment. There's going to be a one in the autumn. So make sure that you check your emails and check what's going down, because there will be another Write That Book taking place this autumn, a masterclass. And there's also going to be a very special Write That Book, the one I've been filming for, which is going to take place in August, because not everybody goes away in August. So I'm going to do something a bit special then. Okay, folks, I hope you're having a wonderful week already. It's Magic Monday. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say thank you very much for being superb and everything that you do. And we will see you again very, very soon. This time next week, same place, same bat channel.